Well, hello there. My name is Mark Mars. I love helping trainers, presenters, workshop facilitators really take their results to the next level. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about the topic of attention span. Attention! Folks, we need to realize that if we're going to actually get information from our head into our audience's mind, we kind of need to realize that one of our jobs is to actually capture our audience's attention and hold it for long periods of time, right? Because if we want our information to go in, we really need to make sure that people are paying attention, right? It's kind of a weird thing to say, but as we all know, with the rise of social media, with the rise of so many other distractions going on, and also the concept of multitasking, it's getting harder and harder to capture and hold people's focus for longer periods of time. But if we don't, and we start losing people through running it, through while we're running our workshop, we're kind of not going to get any results. Full stop, right? Because if people are drifting off, or people are checking their Twitter feed or their Facebook, or uploading the latest photo to Instagram, whatever it may be, we're just not going to have their attention, right? But here's the thing, folks. It's the new reality. But many trainers, workshop facilitators are going, no, I'm just going to keep pushing against that. And I'm going to keep doing what I've always done. And I'm going to expect to get the same results. But as Einstein said, probably not a great idea to keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result or a better result, right? And it's many areas of life, right? So let's think about this for a second. If, as we know, people's attention spans are going down and people's ability to focus is going down, well, it would kind of make sense to shift our approach if we are running a workshop, right? And this is particularly in the space of online as well, because as we know, you can only focus as long as your bottom can tolerate. What I mean by that is, if you start getting numb in the bottom, or if you need to stand up and move around, good luck trying to focus and take in the information, right? So here's the thing, right? Have you noticed on YouTube, the time that ads are starting to kick in is getting quicker and quicker? So many years ago, it may have been 15 minutes before you started seeing ads. But these days, you're seeing an ad within 4 minutes, or you're seeing an ad at the 8 minute mark, or even now, at the recording this interview or this video, it's going to be a particular time, but maybe in 6 months' time, it'll be even sooner when you see the ad, right? And an ad is basically just an interruption to your viewing because it knows that it needs to keep you engaged, right? So let's take it into the workshop space. What does it actually mean in practicality? Well, here's 3 tips on how you can make your workshop even more, how do we put it, conducive to an audience, and guaranteed every audience that's going to have a lower attention span, right? And the other thing you're going to find is if you're delivering in the corporate world, your participants are putting everything else on hold in order to be in front of you, right? So you need to respect that. You need to appreciate that. And you need to be able to ramp up your attention to focus even more so that you can actually keep all of your audience present in the moment, right? So here's 3 tips on how you can deliver according to lower attention spans. First of all, number 1, make your activities even shorter, right? What I mean by that is you cannot, in this day and age, give an activity to an audience or a pair or a group of people and give them, say, 10 minutes to do an activity or 20 minutes to do an activity. You can, but you're going to find people drift off during that activity as well, right? So in order to really make your activities profound, ideally, do them in shorter spurts. Do them in like 3-minute or 5-minute spurts so that people are really intensely focused for that period of time. Then bring them back. Then do another 5-minute activity. Then do another 8-minute activity. But keep your activities even shorter, even sharper. And that also relates to you delivering content as well. Deliver your content for 8 minutes, then shift into something else, then shift into something else. then shift into something else, right? And this, what we actually call it is time warping or time shifting, because people go, wow, okay, time's moving so quickly, but I'm not even experiencing watching the clock, right? It's the last thing you want. So number two is more variety of things, right? If you want to capture and hold people's attention, you need to have more varieties of different things happening through your session, through your day, so much so that people go, wow, I don't even realize that I'm doing things. I don't even realize that I'm getting so much done, right? So that comes back to you as a trainer, presenter, workshop facilitator to come up with all these different ideas to keep it high impact, right? And simple philosophy, pro tip, never do the next activity the way that you did the last one, right? So ideally, on the next activity, get people working with different people. On the next activity, get people moving to a different place in the room. Whatever it may be, but create the variety and the change, right? Point number three, very simple one, give people more breaks, right? You need to realize that people cannot focus like they used to, right? So why would you push the issue? So don't expect people to, be focused for an hour or 2 hours without a break. Sorry, folks, those days are gone. They're gone, right? So be respectful of people and realize that people these days can only really intensely focus for about 20 minutes before they really start to, go, oh, I need a bit of an energy boost, right? So generally you want to be calling a break every, I would say 40 minutes, every 45 minutes. Give them a 5-minute break, give them a 10-minute break, give them a 15-minute break, whatever is appropriate for your schedule. But stop being the person that goes, I'm going to teach content for 90 minutes and expect people to be fully engaged the entire time. Because as a human, seriously, can you do it? Probably not, right? So why would you expect your audience to do it if it's just not humanly natural these days, right? Also, respect people's time to, all right, go check your Twitter feed, go check your Facebook, go deal with whatever you need to, and then come back and be fully present, right? So just to recap, the one, respect people's attention span. Realize the paradigm has shifted. Next, keep your activities shorter and sharper. Next is more varieties of things throughout your entire workshop. And last of all, give them more breaks, because guaranteed they're hungry for it, they need it. And the more you give them a break, the more they'll appreciate it and the more that they'll go, wow, this person really gets me, right? Certainly you want to pre-frame that and say, yeah, in this workshop, you're going to have a number of breaks and these are the reasons, right? So on that note, folks, hope you got some value from the video. As always, like, comment, share. Let's get this out there and let's transform the paradigm of delivering great workshops in the new space that we're in. And let's actually respect people's human needs and the new level of attention span people actually have. Let's not fight against it. Let's just move and groove with it. Thanks for watching the video, team, and we'll see you on the next one.